Oh, this was either the hardest floor session or one of the hardest floor session of my... My normal room in my head that I create didn't work, so I had to go into another room. So let's say my happy playroom with my stuffed animals didn't work. So I had to go into the basement and torture myself. And that actually did work. But you cannot go into that room very often. You gotta keep that room for special occasions. Don't know why I had to do that, but I did, and it worked wonderfully. The transition is pretty hard though, because I went into floor trying to be happy, and that didn't work, so that frustrated me. So then I'm in like the frustration zone. The happy music that I was listening to didn't work. It was just frustrating me, like why can't I be happy? So then I knew I had to transition into like the aggression zone. That's kind of a hard transition to make, because you kind of want to be angry at that point, because I know like that's gonna help this session. That's the only way that I'm gonna be able to succeed. But it's kind of tricky, because I do tend to get happy whenever I do a successful line, or just when I do something good, or when something works. Even if like going into the basement, if that works, then I get kind of excited and happy. But I couldn't let that happen, because I wanted to stay in the basement. I wanted to stay in that aggression zone. So I kept forcing myself to stay in that basement, listening to certain music and stuff. And it's pretty hard, but I would say it is a skill to place yourself in a room and just really visualize that room. That's what I do. I just visualize the place that I'm in. Even like the colors in my head, they change, and it gets very dark and angry, at least today. Sometimes it gets super like bright pink and happy, but today it was like very, I don't know, dark, deep red color-ish. But it was the first time that I did a full routine now, and I almost completed it actually. I just missed my 2.5 double, that turned into a 2.5 1.5. But the rest was pretty good. The first two were like really good. Got a little bit sloppy at the end, but man, doing a full routine after like an hour of floor is rough, but I'm super satisfied. And now, when that was done, when I did that routine, I can finally move out of this basement, and I can finally allow myself to be happy and be content again. That's a good feeling. It's a pretty good feeling. I'm so exhausted now, man. Like physically, but also mentally. It just takes so much effort. Oh. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do another apparatus. Nice! Oh boy, we are in the Queensland Gymnastics Center right now, and it is 2 days after the last video. I mean like the thing that you saw before this, and I'm still dead. I've been training for an hour and 45 minutes, and I have done about 3 turns on pommels and 1 turn on high bar. So it's going very smooth. By the way, holy shit. Holy shit. There's just something about Uchimura, man. Like, I don't look up to that many people, but when I saw Uchimura walk into the room, I was like, I don't know, man. I just felt this huge, not really pressure, it's almost like an intimidation kind of feeling, and it's so... He's just such a legend, man. It's I don't know how to describe it. Nice. But apparently he trains there from time to time. I'm not really sure why. I think it has something to do with his coach. He was coaching there, and then I don't know, something like that. And maybe he just likes the weather. So that was pretty sick. And then Epke also had a little test competition. He did a really good routine. I don't have that on video because I suck. And then I had some fun as well. Well, that does help a bit. I was feeling so shitty the past 2 days. I don't know why. I think it's still because of that floor session. It was so rough. Well, that should enable me to do floor now. That's usually what happens on high bar. Oh, another apparatus. Let me
She looks so good I can't. I wanna turn her in a fan. Our love will be undone just like that. I'll be to her neck and I did just like that, yeah. She asked me why your face so pale and your teeth so sharp. I don't hear no heartbeat, don't you have a heart? I told her, baby, no, it's not what you think. Don't be afraid, just go with me.
Nice, good mic setup, Bram. Nice. Okay. Anyways, I was saying that I had a pretty good floor session despite what I was feeling, and that these guys were legends because they put on my music. So, they're gods. Go listen to the album. Hey, back at it again with the mic screw up. You're the best. Your boy was feeling very good, as you can see. I was just laying on the couch for the entire day, and I was saying, I'm feeling pretty shitty. Oh well, guess I just lay on the couch for the entire day and see if tomorrow I can do something. And if not, then not. I was able to manage to train today. I was feeling at least 12 times better than yesterday, and I'm feeling a solid 5.8 today. So you can do the math on how I was feeling yesterday. Didn't get any clips of today, except this one.
We're just keen to be in the vlog, you know? Being big fans.
Which is a good ending to the Gold Coast chapter, because tomorrow, flying to Canberra, my boy Chris again. Yeah, I'm super excited for that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!